that? Because the devil's looking for a place. He's looking for a way to get in. He's looking for a way to get in. And so it's very important that we do not drop our guard. And very often when believers have great victories in their life, then they let up, they let down, they quit paying attention, and that is the opportune moment when the devil seizes that moment to penetrate them, to take territory, to take revenge because of a previous victory. I can testify in my own life. You could probably testify in your life that most major conflicts I have experienced have followed moments of victory. When I've let my guard down, I've relaxed, wasn't paying attention, thought I had a big victory, now we can just kind of let down, let go, and that's when the enemy strikes. And that is precisely what took place in this chapter, chapter 17 and verse 1. The Philistines came because Saul let his guard down. Don't let your guard down. Even if you've had a great victory, keep your guard up. Be alert. Be vigilant. That's what the Bible commands you to do. Now, today I'm going to speak from my notes because we have a lot to cover. The Bible says these were Philistines. What do we know about Philistines? Well, the Philistines were a very primitive kind of people. They were reputed to be barbaric. They were notoriously uncultured, uneducated, low-level, low-life people. They were always men of war. They nearly had no written language, so there's not much written material left about the Philistines. What we know about them, we primarily know from what other people wrote about them. They were just an uncultured, uncouth, uncivilized, warlike people, real trouble. In fact, even in today's world, sometimes people that are unsaved will call somebody else a Philistine. They'll say, he's just a Philistine. If you call somebody a Philistine, it really means you are deeming that person to be stupid, uneducated, uncultured, low level, led by base instincts. Even today, that is how people use the word Philistine. No one liked Philistines in that time, and people today generally still don't like people whom they deem to be Philistines. But what else do we know about the Philistines? They were pagans. They worshiped primarily the god Dagon. Now, they worshiped many gods, but Dagon was a fish god. It was a very primitive god, and just a horrible, vile, foul kind of worship. A very barbaric, warring kind of people, always causing trouble for all of their neighbors. Ruthless, just ruthless. And the Bible tells us in 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1. Look at it there. It says, now the Philistines, these ruthless, barbaric, uneducated, uncultured, uncouth people, gathered together their armies to battle and were gathered together at Soka, which belonged to Judah. This was Judah's territory. And pitched between Soka and Azekah and Ephes Dammim. Why did they want this particular territory? Because this was a very large valley which connected the coastal regions to the inward lands, and it led eventually to Bethlehem, it led to Hebron, and it led to Jerusalem. In fact, Jerusalem was just 16 miles away. Well, Bethlehem was the city of David. This was precious territory. Hebron was the city of the patriarchs. This was very precious territory. So the enemy was taking a passage of land which connected the whole region. Whoever controlled this region would control the whole area. But not only that, this was precious territory because of their faith. Their faith was under